Good afternoon, dear listener. I'm so happy that you're here. I want you to know that you're an artist, and I hope you walk away a little bit inspired. Oh, guys, I think we have an intruder. State your name, intruder.
My name's Emilee Jones.
Oh, oh wait. Oh no. Come in. Come in, guys. This is our guest, Emilee Jones. I'm really happy you're here. Sorry for the false alarm, everybody.
Oh,
Um,
it's okay.
Emily is really talented between full-time dance and a passion for art, and I'm really happy that you're
Oh, I'm happy to be here.
here. Okay, so I guess my first question is, what turned you on to dance?
Okay, so um really, it started when I was little and my parents were just like, okay, we need to put her in something that's like kind of athletic. So she's doing something active. Um, so they started me in dance and I did start with hip hop. Um, and I just loved it.
Oh,
It's just like performing was just such a natural and fun thing for me to do that I just latched on. I was like, yes, this
amazing.
is my thing.
Whenever we were first talking, you said, and I quote, um, growing up, I would draw with anything I could get my hands on, sticks and dirt, crayons, you name it. And I thought that was so amazing and so relatable. So, would you
Mhm.
say like that's your first connection to art, or
Yeah, okay. That pretty much explains it. And yeah, it was really just like again, just a very like this is something that I enjoy doing.
just
And
like an
you
instant
know,
connection? That's
hmm
really cool. You seem to have it
yeah.
just all figured out.
Oh, not really, but
Ah,
it took a
um,
lot of like when you're little, I feel like you have such a just you just gravitate towards things that you like. And then
mhm.
as you get older, you're like, oh, but I have to like do this to
Oh,
like learn how to do this. And then, I kind of came back to it. I was like, no, but I really enjoy doing
yeah,
this.
that's really important. What do you draw and like when do you draw? Like what's your like
Um,
style of your art?
I like drawing a lot of people.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
I
My
know.
goodness, guys. We're in the room with just a true talent here. I feel like when I
No.
draw, oh no, you're anything is better than the faces I draw. I'm like, wait, but the forehead is now suddenly 8 inches bigger than it should be, and the eyes were wrong. And then I erased so many times that the eyes are just like a blackout. I'm like, oh dear, what have I done?
No. Yeah, it's been a process. Like any art form is not a straight line. Everyone has a different journey, It's
Yeah.
like it's like, there are some days where you're like, "Oh my gosh, I created something
Oh.
really nice with my own hands." And then the next day you're like, "How did I do that? I don't understand this anymore."
Oh, yeah, that's really true. So wait, does this mean maybe I can go draw some eyes and they won't be blackouts today? Maybe today's the
Hmm,
day. Everybody
maybe
go
today's the day.
trust me today. Today could be the day.
Mhm.
Oh, so would you say like drawing, like that form of art, would that be something you do like as like a pastime or like something that you just like pick up when you're bored or
Yeah, so currently dance takes up a lot of my time, and I pretty much am just drawing when I am not dancing or doing school. Um, but I do plan to make animation in particular my career. So, it's like I love dance, but it's like I'm not planning on making that my like
Yeah,
career. So it's like I'm putting my time into it, but I also have to put in my time into my drawing as well,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Balance. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
balance. Balance is a crazy thing. Real
Mhm.
balance, actually balancing, and then balancing things. Ooh, it's crazy.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, you were talking about dance taking up some time in your life. So, like, what's a typical, I don't know, like week? Like, what's your schedule kind of?
Yeah, so um Mondays are fairly light. I just have 2.5 hours of dance on Mondays.
Just two and a
Just 2.5. And Tuesdays are my really long days because I help with a little's tap class at
Oh,
11.
wait, that's actually precious. How old?
They are like 3 to 5. I know.
Oh
They're
my
really
gosh, is that
precious.
like heaven? Oh my goodness. I bet it's so loud in there though. Oh man.
It is, but it's great. I know, and they all have the wiggles, so it's just,
Ah! They just gotta pop. They gotta dance. Da 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 da. Oh man,
I know. It's like,
that is so
okay,
wonderful.
we're trying to teach you tap steps, but if all your little feet can do right now is just tap on the floor, that's fine, you know?
Work up to it. We'll work up to it.
Yeah, I know. 'Cause they're adorable either way, so it's nobody really cares.
It's gonna do good on stage either way.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh wow, that's really awesome. So sorry to interrupt you. You were saying on Tuesdays.
No, you're good. But yeah, so I help with a littles tap class, 11 to 12, um, on Tuesday, and then I have my own class, 3 to 4, and then I help with another less little tap class. They're more like the 5 to 7
Oh,
range.
mature.
They're like getting into a little bit more of the like they kind of understand what's happening, you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
They have a little bit more of like, okay, this is a specific thing. This is not just running
Mhm.
around in happy shoes, you know? And then I have an hour and a half class of my own, or that's like for me. And then another hour class. So I don't know how many hours that is.
Well, somebody's doing math somewhere and they can figure out that's a full
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. Wednesdays, I ended up taking off of dance because I needed a day to be able to like do schoolwork.
Yeah, that's important,
Yeah, I mean,
especially at
just
our age.
maybe. Yeah. Thursdays, I think 3.5 hours,
Hmm.
3 hours. Um, and then Fridays are currently fairly long because I also have rehearsals for
Oh
our
yeah.
upcoming show of Peter Pan, which is what we're doing for the spring.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
Oh, it's really fun. Um, so I am there from 3 to 7:30. Last week it was till 8:30 because we had an
Oh
extra rehearsal.
my gosh.
I know, so I was like, I'm tired, guys.
You're like, but I'm still here,
I
still in
know.
Neverland, and I'm never gonna leave.
Mm-mm. But yeah, so it's kind of crazy because there's both rehearsals and the regular classes going on
Hmm.
Fridays. So it's like, okay, I am working on class stuff, and now I am a lost boy running around, you know? Like,
Yes.
all right, switching gears here.
Yes. Gotta take a second to mentally prepare myself. Gotta
Yeah,
switch a minute.
yeah, I know. Um, and then Saturdays are just rehearsals, and that is 9 to 4, but there's like a 2 hour break.
Just chill, reflect over life's meaning.
Yeah. Yeah, just just be sat in the locker room like, huh, what's the meaning of life, guys?
What is the
That's
meaning of lockers and life?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
metaphors of
lockers and
lockers
life.
in our life. I think this really says something to your like dedication and also just like how loving something and loving doing something can just propel you to just keep going for this, putting all this
Yeah,
time into perfecting a skill. It's so interesting.
yeah, I know. It's really like just out of love. I don't think that if I did not, okay, I think if I did not enjoy dancing, I would not be able to put this much time
Oh,
into it. Like,
ah.
how about weekly?
Mm,
Weekly we
yeah,
do
yeah, once a
some
week.
classes, but
Oh man, that's so cool that you found that.
I know.
Something you just can enjoy. So again, whenever we were first talking, I really, um, I don't know, I guess I could say touched. I had to like pause for a moment and like reread what you had sent me. You said you were like just giddy that you could like inspire other people because you were saying that like as we've said it's not a straight path to like
Hmm.
growing your like talents and having like inspiration within your studio and then now that you're older you can inspire the younger.
Yeah, I know. It's just like a moment for me that is always just so precious is when I see some of the younger girls like looking in a window at one of the
Oh
like advanced
yeah.
classes and watching them and I'm like, I remember when I used to do that. And I'm
Oh
just
yeah.
like it's it's kind of like a full circle moment whenever you see
I
that.
don't
It's like
know. What do you think like the biggest thing you've learned? That's a really loaded question. But like the biggest thing you could say like you've learned over all this.
I think a really big lesson that has kind of stuck with me is that if you enjoy something, like quote unquote natural
Mhm.
talent does not mean anything. Because if you are willing to put in the effort and the work into anything that you want to do, like you can make it. Like,
Like
it's
you
like,
can grow a skill and take it somewhere and like really do something with it.
yeah, exactly. It's like even having a natural talent for something can only take you so far, you know? It's
Mm-hmm.
like I've seen plenty of girls who were natural dancers, just had like uh nice musicality, good flexibility, they were doing really well in classes, but once they got to a certain point, they were like,
Not
dang,
anymore.
I have to start working now.
Like,
Like, man, I
oh,
have to like actually be thinking about these things. Like usually I was just kind of coasting through class, but now I'm like
mhm.
getting corrections and like having to, do these things that I never used to have to do. And I was like, yeah, man, you're progressing. You're progressing.
This just means you're getting better.
Yeah.
Over time, how has your approach to balancing? We talked about the whole balancing, because I mean, like, hobby-ish, like the things you want to do with your time, the things you love to do with your time, and the things you must do with your time. School.
Yeah. It can kind of be it can be an ever-changing thing. I mean, for the most part, it's like I do a lot of the things that I love,
Yeah.
dance and, art. And so when it comes time to be like, okay, yeah, I need to buckle down and just get all of this done, it feels more like I've been doing something I love all day, so I now have to do something that I don't necessarily love and just have to do.
Yeah,
Um, yeah.
but it's not as like defeating when you're like, okay, I can take some time for this because
hmm
I'm really
hmm
fulfilled. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. And just kind of the ability to say like, I can't make it. I can't make it today. You know,
And
school's
like
taking
that's okay.
priority.
Yeah.
hmm
Life
hmm
will go on and that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are like you have like other hobbies or other things you enjoy doing?
Or come home from dance and
Yes.
am done with school, and I'm like, all right, what do I do? And it's either I draw or I don't feel like drawing and I play video games. And that's pretty much it.
No, that's good though. That's a good. It's good plan. Good plan.
Yeah.
So if you had to pick one, I know this might be hard, but if you had to pick like one style, what would be your favorite style of dance?
Of dance.
Oh, to do, and then maybe what's your favorite to like enjoy like watching?
Oh, okay. So I'd say to dance, I I'd have to say like contemporary
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and like jazz mainly. Go ahead, go ahead.
Those have really good music. That's all I was gonna say.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know. And like those styles are a lot more of the like feel the music in your body and
Oh yeah.
you're like just more free to create motion, which is particularly true with contemporary, but can be with jazz as well. So, and then my favorite style to watch, I don't know. I also still love watching jazz.
Oh yeah.
Um, but also I am a big fan of some classical ballets and also hip hop.
Oh,
So it's really just a wide,
right. Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's a wide spectrum for me.
I I don't think I could name one style of dance if you were offering me $1 million. So it's really great that you're studied in this area. We can all learn
Mhm.
from each other in this way. I'm like, wow. I might could say hip hop. That's about it.
Mhm.
And ballet. Maybe I know a little more than I thought. But I think we can all agree that music contributes a ton
Oh
to.
yeah.
So how would you say like the how it contributes?
A dancer's relationship with music, one says a lot about their dancing.
Hmm.
And two, usually it's very close. It's like, yeah, I know this piece of music inside and out. I know all of the little like the little
Variations,
yeah, the little
every
variations and all of the
every
little
bar.
things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the little things happening in the background can all mean something to how you dance. And um, the last time we met, I also said this quote, and I did not look up who it was from
Yeah.
since then. So I apologize. I still do not know who this quote's from.
We
But
are still quoting an anonymous here, guys. That is okay.
yes. But there is a quote that I have heard that I think encapsulates it very well. That um, dance is music made visual.
That quote was said by George Blanchin, who was a ballet choreographer in the early 20th century. He changed how we did ballet and he founded the New York City Ballet. So look him up because he's really cool.
Oh,
So,
that's actually very true.
mhm. So it's like, you can see. how this piece of music makes this dancer feel. And,
Hmm.
like all of the subtle changes in the music that this dancer is portraying. And every dancer can hear something totally different in
Yeah,
a piece of music. But
I don't think I've ever thought about it that way. Or I
yeah,
don't think I've ever, maybe I just haven't worked with it enough to think of how like each dancer's take on a piece of music can be so different that it could just completely change how they're doing it. That's so interesting. You
yeah.
have really good points.
Oh, thank you.
So, what do you see like on your horizon, shall I say? Like,
Well, I am planning to go to college for animation.
ah,
Um, I'm very excited. And I would love to keep dancing as long as I can, um, through my life. I
mhm.
mean, in theory, I should never have to stop.
Yes, never.
Hopefully.
Knock on wood.
Um, yeah, yeah. I I feel like dance can be anywhere, so I really see no reason to have to stop. Art and animation and like illustration, I would love to make into my career. So,
That sounds so awesome. What like genre do you think? Do you think you'd be like, when you said illustration, all I can think of is children's books. I don't know why, but
I mean,
like what kind of genre, what kind of job do you see yourself taking?
so I would love to get into 3D animation
Hmm.
and would love to get into the like video game animation route.
Ah, see, it all comes together.
It all ties
The
together.
tapestry is weaving of your life, and suddenly there is the big picture. Sorry, I got excited. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Um, so that is my plan.
Mhm.
Um, in the art field, there is a lot of like crossover. So it's like I may not get into the specific place that I want, at least like right away.
Like
But
directly, but you'll still be in the space
yeah,
and can kind of
yeah,
work in that. That's very convenient that you
mhm,
could. It's the flexible moving of in art.
yeah. So,
Really
I'm trying to stay a well-rounded artist and be like, yes, I can animate in 3D, but I can also, hey, animate in 2D, and I can also, like draw backgrounds and character design. So, like, you have no reason to not hire me for something.
okay, so I guess my last question for you is kind of an interesting one. If you woke up in an alternate reality, okay, and you couldn't dance, well, you could, but like you weren't doing dance, you weren't doing art, what kind of job would you have? What kind of house would you have? And where in the world would it be?
Well, that's like a good question. I don't particularly know where else in the world I would live.
You can live
Like,
here. That's okay. We're not kicking you
yeah,
out.
okay.
You don't even have to
Um, yeah, but for a while I really wanted to be an architect.
Oh,
So,
fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I feel like that definitely could have been a route that I went on. So, like, maybe in some alternate universe, I became an architect.
Yeah, yeah. And then, so
Yeah.
what kind of, this is great for you, then what kind of house would you live in? Like one you would design, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Um, I know I really like modern houses with a bunch of
Hmm.
greenery. Like,
Oh, those are so peaceful to look at. They're
I
like,
know, just
yeah.
like a super just like sleek, unobtrusive kind of house with like a green roof and like
Mm.
a big garden. Like I could see myself living somewhere like that.
That sounds incredibly peaceful.
I know.
Well, I guess that's all the questions I have for you.
Okay.
I'm so happy that we can meet and talk about this. And
I know too.
Did you just finish another podcast? You're a marathoner. Now, because we live in this century, not the 1950s, you don't have to be on television to be a part of Found It. You can like, subscribe, and comment anytime you want. Anyways, this might be a limited series, but we are not done yet, so keep watch.